10 years later, I'm just looking back and thinking to myself, you know what? It wasn't that bad. If I was to go back to school, I would have studied harder in maths, so I wouldn't have to pay these accountants by the hour just to calculate my tax. If I was to go back to school, I would have revised for my sats, so I wouldn't always be the most clever person amongst all the people where I sat. If I were to go back to school, believe me, I would have ran back. Cause even though we weren't cool, when I saw them robbing Jason, I should have had his back. If I were to go back to school, I wouldn't have a tool in my rucksack. Imagine I was forced to use it, 2 lives would be ruined, and that would be that. That would be a rap. See, school was cool, class was boring. School was cool, class was boring. School was cool, class was boring. That's what I used to think before. You see, school was cool, but class was boring. School was cool, but class was boring. School was cool, but class was boring. That's what I used to think before, but now I know better. And now I know better. Look at me, I am a go-getter. Thank God I know better. Listen, if I was to go back to school, I would've worked harder in science. By now I'd have my own pharmaceutical, and I could sell drugs without running from the sirens. See, if I was to go back to school, I wouldn't have encouraged all the violence. But to put Africans on the map, we had to be fighters and incite riots. If I was to go back to school, in year 7 I would have been more quiet. Instead of running up my mouth and getting rushed by year 9ers who look like giants. If I were to go back to school, I wouldn't have been so defiant, breaking rules and breaking out at lunchtime, going to crouching, just messing up my diet. See, if I was to go back to secondary, I wouldn't have been so in a rush, because it's much better to wait, grow up, and lose it with somebody you love. If I was to go back to secondary, I would have told every single crush, cause if I didn't keep it on the hush, there could have been us kissing on the bus. I think I'm about to. School was cool, class was boring. School was cool, but class was boring. School was cool, class was boring. That's what I used to think before. You see, school was cool, but class was boring. School was cool, but class was boring. School was cool, but class was boring. That's what I used to think before, but now I know better. And now I know better. Look at me, I am a go-getter. Thank God I know better. Me.
They'll run through the corridors and the teachers would come out, all the lessons would stop, and then we'd be running around trying to catch these guys for like hours. And it was funny. And then after school, all the guys used to come down to the school and all the girls just get friends, like frantic all over them.